Day 3, we took the engine out just real quick. We're gonna mock up the transmission on here. We decided it's probably gonna be easier to get to these top bolts because when it's in, it's pretty tight. We're getting a chassis mounted shifter to eliminate that top bar here. So all we have is this to deal with, which should let it go up a little bit higher too without issues. We're gonna take out the installation real quick, and then it should be a pretty straightforward, clean install. So update here, it's been a little bit. We took out the heater core because we feel like it'll just be easier for the harness to go through. We'll make like an aluminum plate to go through there, hide it, make it look a little nicer. The wiring harness is starting to be fed here. We're just kind of mocking it up, seeing where everything goes. Got to figure out what goes through here. We got knock sensors, and then figure out the fuel. Got this nice thing, we'll just flip a hose over it and one of those hose clamps. And then, let's see, we're gonna just see if this goes. We got the fuel filter out of the old engine that we're just gonna try to reuse, see how that works. And then for the interior, we pulled the dash so we could get out the heater core. Like I said, our wiring will just go through there and it'll be a lot easier that way. Right now I'm gonna work on taking this out as it's not connected to anything because I got a chassis mounted one that I gotta mock up next time. You wanna keep dropping it down? All right, so we just put on the excessive mounting brace right here for the transmission. Got their polyurethane mounts too. It was a little weird, you gotta use these little back holes that have never been used before. But once you've mocked those up, you can go in all good. It looks like the shifter is just in the right spot. It might be a little too long. So we might need to cut that weld and get that to where it needs to be. Other than that, we have the clearance up here, just enough to clear the subframe. Don't have to worry about that. Figure out the fuel line is gonna get some new lines. And other than that, the engine is in. All right, so for today, we kind of met our goal here. We did a little extra work by taking out this heater core, which I'm really glad we did. The harness can just go in there nice and easily. I'll get an aluminum plate or make one. Cut a little hole in it for the harness, and any other wires I need to bring out there, it'll be really nice and easy. We'll install the dash next time and make it look all nice and pretty. My handbrake's kind of just sitting there, we'll attach that too and everything. We kind of got the wiring harness mocked up. They sent me the wrong connector for the starter. I asked for a 2jz, but they sent me a 1jz starter, so I'll have to figure that out, call them. Another thing we need to figure out is the idle air control. Really not sure if this one needs it. I'm assuming it does, but not sure how that works yet. What else? We got the transmission installed, the engine bolted down. It's in there where it's gonna sit for good. Fuel lines, he's gonna refresh those lines up near the front over here. Then other than that, this thing will be ready for like cooling and all that other stuff. It's another day at the shop here. So I didn't record a little bit yesterday. I was in. I just checked out this bracket, figured out a way to mount it. So I just kind of cut this out a little bit, put a metal point. I didn't want to use this bottom one because I wanted it to be up as high as possible. Because if I used the lower one, there would be a little gap right here, and I didn't want that. I also tested some of the piping here. Air filter location seems to be very good. Just got to figure out a way to secure it so it's not dangling around there. What else did I do? That was about it, really. I mocked up the intercooler, figured out if I need to make any piping, which I don't. The piping that I got over there seems to be working pretty good. Just need to get some longer hoses and stuff. Today we are going to be attaching the gear shifter that I got right there. Click tuning. We'll see how that goes. Should be a pretty straightforward installation. And then figure out the fuel lines, power steering, and then if we have time, do like power to the alternator, power block, fuse block, and figure out some more wiring and organization. All right, so we just made some new fuel lines right here. We just used the existing hard line right here, got the new clamps and hose on there. Determined that this bottom one goes to right there, and then this top one goes all the way up to the fuel return line. And then right now we're doing the power steering. All right, so we're wrapping it up here. Today we just did the fuel lines. We didn't get much done. It was a lot of planning and just like boring stuff. We got power to the alternator, to the power block. Did our ground over here, grounded the frame to the engine block. And then the power steering kind of just got mocked up, so I need to bolt it in. Attach the throttle body. And then this I'm gonna make a bracket for if I can find it. Let's see. So for the throttle cable, I'm gonna make a bracket like this out of metal. It's gonna bolt into the stock spot like that. The stock BMW one is gonna go through like that and just hold it right there. And then I'm gonna solder the rest of the wire to the stock JZ wire. And then that'll be the throttle cable. That's pretty much everything for today, and we'll see how far we get tomorrow. Tomorrow I think we're gonna try to do the radiator. It's only gonna be a short day, but yeah, just finalize a few more things. All right, I'm back here at home. I'm gonna make that bracket for the throttle cable. I have my basic layout that I made. It's really nice with the cardboard because all I have to do is kind of plop it down. I can unbend it, cut it, and then I can bend it later. All right, I traced the layout onto the sheet right here. I got it, I'm just gonna cut it like here, and I'm gonna cut it up, cut that square out, and then trim it out. Alright, so I cut out the general shape here. I'm clamping it right where I'm going to fold the crease. So I'm going to fold it with this hammer, fold it this way, and that's going to get me this bend right here. So let's give that a try and see how that turns out. Alright, so I drilled the holes in the final product. So this is what the template looks like, and this is what the final product looks like. Looks pretty damn good. I'm just gonna clean it up, throw some paint on it, and then it'll be good to be installed.